See, that's the sort of things you want to watch for out here. Come on, P-roll, give them some content. People aren't, you know, they're not feeling it, are they? They need to hit the like button more and sub, and people need to support more so people can knock out more content. I'll knock out content if for whatever because of that, I don't mind. We're in the land of the big sky, as I call it. We're out on the Somerset levels. We're in the bowl. We're surrounded by hills everywhere. We're in the bowl, so technically that's Pat Burger, Patty. That's part of flat Earth, isn't it? Are we in a bowl? That'd be a bunker. There was actually another one on that property, but they took it down. I would have kept it. And there's another one. Well, there's dotted all along here. Another one over there. And for all those people that know, this is it Albert Watts Bridge? Apparently, there should be a sign. Actually, that farm back there, if anyone knows me, I don't know, and you know, you bump into me at some point, or you know anything about that farmhouse, that used to be a pub apparently. I did buy a book, and there's no info in there. Where's that sign gone? Aha. Yeah. Apparently he walked from there, which was a pub, and he got murdered. 1898. Not feeling it, to be honest, folks. Not feeling it. Feeling awful. Don't feel like making a YouTube video. Never did when I started the channel, to be honest. See these lenses in here? They're kicking out some mad clouds. They're picking up all them cloudage, some curved clouds, shaped clouds, blah blah blah, throwing up clouds. What's he even saying? I think they're like $9.99. Granted, there's some good stuff on eBay, and better than it was. Also a lot of shite as well. Got the hoodie on because, don't know, are we out of our territory? Don't want to look too serious. We're just out for a 5-mile cycle ride, alright? No Strava. Tell people where you are. Don't need to know. I don't need to know. I don't need to know. See this? Yeah, it's a ditch full of guttering. It is probably the first and best one yet this year. We'll see what happens in the rest of the year, you know. Fly tipping central. I like these trees. We'll just park right there. Why don't you? It's all about the roots, folks. All about them roots. Look at the state of those sheep. They look like they need a good bleach. Look at the state of them. Disgusting. Junk ride today, people. Actually, you guys, look at that, look. Just dump it there, why don't you? Look at the state of it around here, though. You think they could have done a bit of hoovering before they dumped it there, you know? Ha ha. The Valley of the Trees. Well, it's not really a valley, is it? On a flat place. Flat Earth. Told you. Look. Disgusting. Yeah, you dirty buggers. Get some soap up round your undercarriage. I'll bring the shower gel next time, alright? Yeah. See, this road's so long, you can see the curvature of the earth. That bungalow over there, actually that bungalow over there, they used to, actually I don't know if it was them, I think they had it for sale. They used to have like llamas, no, alpacas. There's about 8 of them used to live in that little shed, and come the end of the summer there was loads of them, because apparently alpacas can't stop shagging, can they? So if you've got a mountain bike and you're careful, technically but not technical. That's a bit of single track. Bit of single track along the side of the road, look. Very cow shitty, but you've got to make the best of what you got, right? Puddle, 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 puddle. Higher, this hall looks more like a shed. Come and check this out though. You can see my light. I'll show you my light. Yeah, apparently it's been made of ancient materials. Although it doesn't look very ancient from the outside, does it? 1939 down there. I don't know if they... Well, yeah, maybe they built this on the base of what was here before. Actually, I might do some research when I get home and we'll see if there's a photo. I'll have a look. Adam Watkins's bench. Actually, what have you left behind? Is Watkins left something behind? We'll leave that there. Someone might be back for it. Piece of flashy CN. So, actually, the other side. So, although it's not meant for there, it does fit there. See? Beacon. My rear light stopped working a minute ago. I don't know why. Hope District 3. Can't go wrong. Right, let's soldier on. Got some serious non-training to do. Right, I wanted to, as you can see, sadly it's no longer a pub anymore. But all I wanted to do, although it's not the original OE, is just take some video footage of that sign. I like old pub signs, as I like old pubs. But sadly, and there'll be even more of them now, won't there? That's the peat and the wood chipper place, that's what I call it. And every time you go through it stinks of wood chip, which is kind of quite nice. I like it anyway. Very marshy that round here, was like the Somerset Levels is. But every time I pass this bit here, that all round there, it reminds me of a book I read once. It was about an autobiography of a serial killer, Donald Pee Wee Gaskins. There's YouTube videos and stuff, and obviously you can read the book. And the photos in there, some of the places, and what's up above New England, like Maine, all around that sort of area, I think. It is pretty graphic, but what do you want from a book like that, you know? But yeah, it's just what it reminds me of. I paid like £5 or £6 for this paperback book, alright? It's worth like hundreds of pounds now. It's crazy. Should have kept it. I actually just gave it away. Just gave loads of stuff away, you know? Bit of clean out and all. Give them some jibber jabber p-roll. They look pretty neat, don't they? Hey you guys, super trees, they look pretty neat. Give a video a thumbs up if you want to see more of the secret prototype weapon. See that cone with a jacket on it, like from back there coming around the corner? I thought it was like a little person with a high vis on. Chase down back there, I had to shout out, back off, you know, and if you get any closer, give me my 2 meters. You know, why are you chasing me down? We're out for exercise, stop that malarkey. I'm gonna film this old garage because one day it might be flats, you know, bit of history and all. There you go. I think that was an old pub. Should still be. They should be like listed buildings or something, you know. Disgusting. Stopped right there the other day. Had some dates. Bet you really wanted to know that. If you got in there, P-Raw, you can hate on the socks, And you can hate on the cookie dough coffee with sugar, cold, filtered. Well, not really, just chucked it in and shook it up. I'm going to have a gel, give you some woof ass on the way home. Can you understand what I'm saying? Going to get some hate this video. People don't want to see stuff like this, do they? Yeah, you do. That's pretty good. Sponsored by cookie dough. I'm not, but I should be. I hope you live long and prosperous. Yeah, I'm talking to the tree. I would hug it if it was closer. Trees give off energy, people. Crazy energy. Talking of energy. So yeah, talking of like energy, I've been getting into some like architecture and real history lately. Not what we're told in the mainstream narrative, all the bullshit. And I've always been interested in churches and things. And some churches, well actually quite a lot of them, if you actually look at the architecture and the windows, stained glass, whatever, gargoyles, fair enough. But there was a lady, she did a test, like, how should I put this, like if you go inside a church, because of the way it's built, and different churches are built in certain ways, they give off like sound frequencies. I don't know how well I can see how they let this happen, but she did like a sound test inside specific churches, and you basically record it and play it back and record it and play it back, and you get these like frequency patterns, and you put them to like water, and like I say, the frequency pattern is actually you can get like a pattern in water if I'm coming across clear enough, all right, to keep it nuts and bolts. And a lot of these, if not all of these patterns, that the frequencies left in the water. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that, people. Oh, we actually cut. Yeah, all these patterns that the sound frequencies made in the water, because the bouncing off the walls and that, form the exact pattern of the windows in some of these churches. Like, how amazing is that? Makes you wonder what sort of crazy energies, being like electrical beings like we are, the sort of crazy energies you could pick up. That's why I was on about the trees and things, the earth, people. It's all about the earth, isn't it? Maybe like churches were used for like healing a long time ago. Some of this stuff, like, you might not want to talk or even debate and be interested in things like this, but I think you need to. Your mind needs to be so open, really, that if you can't even get outside of what is in your scope of what used to be, what was real, what wasn't, then it's kind of a non-starter, isn't it? But how should I put it without sounding like hierarchy? And I've been woke a long time, put it like that. Bit of whoop ass. So yeah, just thought I'd share that. How interesting, people. Yeah, I thought you're having a piss that someone's probably got a telescope right on you. Lucky them. So yeah, basically here we are. Pretty boring, isn't it, people? No one wants this anymore. They want like cities and shops full of shite. But I just crave for some of this. How depressing though. I mean, the gates is a real issue. And I've mentioned before, like there's some crackers at some gates. I'm not going to tell you where, just in case someone goes and scopes them out or chops them up for firewood before I get to them. But we will attempt summertime to show you these gates. Stretch it out, people. Stretch it out. We actually did a warm-up today before we started as well. That's nice, isn't it? To see out here, right? Look in your area, the people might be really nice there as well. They decorate the trees. I like that. It's really, really pretty. Pretty. Don't take my advice, but if I want to make a suggestion in today's video suggestion is breathe more. Be more aware of your breathing through your nose, through your mouth, into your stomach. getting all that goodness that breatharians use, because then you won't have to eat. But on a serious note, there's a lot of power and energy in the air. That's why early mornings are usually better, fresher. P-Roll's top tip. Shout out to Elliot. Just met Elliot on the road. Nice to see you, buddy. A snotty P-Roll. I thought I'd make a video. Do you know what? Because I don't give a fuck anymore. And I mean that in the most positive, nice way possible. As much as I've always found making YouTube videos hard. That's maybe why some people think I come across a certain way or whatever. No matter how you try and make your videos, you'll never come across as you, the real you. As much as real and unfake you can be on your YouTube channel, you understand? I've always felt uncomfortable doing it. It's taken a long time, nearly like 9 years to feel, and I go in waves with it, you know? Like sometimes I won't, well, especially the past 2 or 3 years, I haven't been on it as much as I perhaps should have been, but I'm going to try and change that and just yap into this thing this year, springtime, summertime. We'll do some video footage, see where I end up. I've got some ideas, not even going to throw you some slack. We're going to just make them. Whether they manifest or not, I don't know, but I do actually enjoy it. It just feels so weird sometimes. When you actually get rolling like I am now, I don't feel as uncomfortable as bad, or as bad. And sometimes stuff come out wrong. That's just the way I speak. End of. I can't really. I don't give a shit, you know. If anything that's come out this past year of fucktardedness, right? Again, I started 9 years ago, pretty much, on a journey to kind of personally develop myself better, to grow. And so I'm kind of 9 years in deep down that road, and it's not always easy, but I feel I've come a long way from the person I used to be, all right? My whole point is, from this whole situation of the past year of fucktardery, will it make other people better and different people? I think some will, I'll be honest. Like, some people probably have had like divorces over this. They've lost their businesses over this in a negative way, but in a positive way it might make them realise it's not something they wanted to do for the rest of their life anyway. So there's lots of goods that's going to come out of this. But think for the majority of people, I don't know. I think change is not impossible, all right? There is always hope, for sure. I think there has to be. You can't really blame people to a degree. We're all living in like a society which could be so much better than it is, all right? Up there in the air, right, as well as solar energy, there's free energy, okay? There's free energy which was harnessed by civilizations a long time ago. And we have to pay for energy now from the government, which you don't need to. Like, they're building like another PowerPoint unit near my hometown. All the infrastructure that's going in, which I'll show you again another time or something, and they haven't put up the pylons yet. Totally not needed. And when it's finished, the power that's probably going to produce isn't going to be producing enough anyway for all the houses that are going up. So I really don't see the logic behind it, apart from ruining the environment, you know. So yeah, using water and again atmospheric energy, which of course the government and powers that be doesn't want the normal layman to know about things like that, do they? But there are things you can do if you were off grid to harness that. But I think it's disgusting to the fact that you are paying for energy which is free, all right? Again, I've rambled a bit there, but then made some content, hasn't it? I don't know if you can see that as well as me, but it reminds me of like Avatar. Avatar in a ditch. Avatar underground. In fact, weren't they making a part 2? Part 2 Avatar. We'll have to investigate that. Cloud. Also going to add in this video, jumble it up, P-Roll freestyle. If you did like this video though, because again it's content, I'm putting it out, people can watch it or they don't want to watch it. But if you watch it but you don't want to like it for some reason, then I don't know, whatever, I don't care. But at the end of the day, I've got so many videos on here, I've got like 9 years to back up what I'm doing, so there's plenty of videos on here for people to enjoy, laugh at, take the piss, whatever. But if you do, give it a thumbs up. Like people say, like, subscribe and hit notification buttons as well, because it really does help a channel turn up in the YouTube algorithms and thumbnails, all right? So that's one way you can support. Like, supporting by watching sometimes just isn't enough, all right? So if you get enjoyment, like I'm taking you out and about today, which is kind of cool, in my area of the woods in the southwest UK, in Somerset, which is a beautiful part of the country. It's the best of everything. We're surrounded by amazing hills with all this time trial flatness in between. Just out on for a laugh, people. Nothing serious. Ha ha. See, if you ride out here, this lane, watch out for that. There's quite a few around, and they have highlighted them actually. I have done a few myself over a few years ago. If you've seen those highlighted, it might not have necessarily been highways and byways. It was probably me. Had a big spray can out one night. But yeah, there's a few around. Dodgy shit, man. I'm actually wearing a hoodie. I don't care. I've said to people before, just wear what you want on a bike. We got DHB longs on, a craft base layer, an old Endura Barbar with an old Asos jersey underneath, because I needed the pockets to carry my phone and my piggy bank charger. So, see, me and Abdullah, shout out to Abdullah, we know what's up. A hoodie keeps you warm. It's not the most aerodynamic, but we're not looking for seconds. I'm just out training on my bike, all right? And it does keep you warm versus normal cycling clothing. I don't care what advanced techno fabric cycling clothing you've got, all right, with nano bollocks technology, which you've paid £500 for. When it's really, really, really cold, it just isn't going to cut it. Mentioned before from experience, you're going to need a synthetic down jacket. I don't care what company tries to emulate that. You need non-specific cycle clothing when the temps go down, all right? Speaking from experience, there's like a few videos of a few years festive 500s on this channel. Go and find them where it is literally ice. I'm not cycling on ice because I'm not that much of an idiot. And if you are going out when it's freezing temps early mornings, then you're stupid. It's just like not needed, is it? What's going to happen? You're going to fall off and hurt yourself, right? But yeah, we kept some main roads, and you get those frosty, icy days where the roads can be dry, where they haven't had those dewy evenings, so it's kind of safe, all right? But what can I say? With years of cycling experience just comes experience, doesn't it, you know? I'll probably fall off on some cow slurry in a minute. Might show the contents of that at some point too. Need a breakdown. Actually, that needs a sort out, to be honest. Some nice sticks back there. So if you're some birds and you're watching this, there's some nice sticks back there for a nest. Showing the setup, P-roll. Got the guns on the front. Feel that gel kicking in now. I feel invincible. Take no notice of what I say. This isn't like life advice, medical advice. Some guy on YouTube. That's all. Putting on act for iPhone. Don't trust him. All that good food recipes he's put up over the years. You don't want to be eating that. So I may end this video on saying thank you for watching one of the most unique channels on YouTube without any edited trash. See you next video, folks, guys, people. Bye. Got to laugh, haven't you? Footage. Actually, there might be some other bonus footage because I need to get stuff off phone. It's no good on the phone. Get it on internet, innit? So the coffee, because it's so cold, works pretty good in this temperature. All right. Summertime it would be a nightmare. Well, yeah, maybe not hot coffee, but basically it's like an iced coffee, and that tastes good. So just get yourself some quality instant coffee, which this is it Dow Egberts, something like that. You know, all just the posh Nescafe ones, not that like cheap as crap as rubbish granules. It's horrible. Bit of sugar, whatever. Shake it up. Job's a good one, as they say. And they say a lot, don't they? So do I sometimes. Bye. Not too bad, not too sickly. Citrus one's always a win. Out of date, but no bother.